Hey you guys, back again with another video. So today y'all, I'm going to show y'all how to make creamy brown rice grits. So yes, like I said, I'm using brown rice grits, and I put a half a cup of the brown rice in the pot. I added 1.5 cups of water, and I added a half a cup of milk and 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm adding a handful of mild cheddar cheese. So what makes the grits creamy is the milk, y'all. I always add milk to my grits, the brown rice grits, these brown rice grits. So yes, y'all, this is so good, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all which brand I use. Oh, well, it's Bob's Mills brown rice grits. Red Bob, something like that, yeah. Yeah, so this grits right here, you have to stand and stir it. You have to stand there and stir it, unless you're gonna have lumps and bumps and dumps and all that in your grits, and nobody don't have time for no lumps in their grits. So this grits right here, you have to show extra love to it. Stir it, and once it starts to thicken, you don't really have to stand there and stir it, but I do. And I'm sorry that it's cut off right there, because I put the bag there so y'all can see it as I'm cooking, but I cut it off, so by accident in editing. So yeah, so you'll see it in the thumbnail. But it takes me 10 minutes. Not from when you turn on the fire, but it takes 10 minutes. And this is the cheese I use. It don't matter the brand, as long as it's mild cheddar. Well, it do matters the brand. Hold on, I can't mess with Kraft cheese, because it got that cornstarch in it. But yeah, so I stir this for actually it cooks for 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes for this to cook. But when you set your timer, it starts off at the 4th mark period, starts getting thick, 4 or 5 mark period. I don't start the timer as soon as I turn on the stove. Y'all listen to this. Y'all hear that talking? You hear them grits talking? Woo! Y'all, I love these grits. This is the best thing since, I wouldn't say sliced bread, but yeah. So once you get 4 or 5 minutes in, you really don't have to stir it, but I like to stir it, I really stir these grits. And it like I said, it takes 10 minutes to cook, but I had the flame on before I added the milk, so the water was already hot, so it cooked quicker than I expected. But yeah, so I add a handful of the cheese. So y'all, let me tell y'all, if y'all, to avoid watery grits, for me, I add the milk and the cheese during the cooking process. I don't add butter to my grits, but you can add butter. But your grits will not come out watery if you add the cheese. Or at least to brown rice grits. I don't know about the other brand grits, the corn and all that stuff, but brown rice, you add the milk and the cheese and everything that you want to add during the cooking process. Brown rice grits is not the same as corn grits. They, corn grits you can walk away. Brown grits you need extra, it needs tension. It needs attention, You don't set it and forget brown rice grits, You got to give it TLC. Tender love and care. So yeah, y'all, is doing this thing, It is doing this thing, bubbling and all that. So that 1 to 4 minutes is crucial when you're making this. So that 1 to 4 minutes is a deal breaker. Don't walk away whatever you do, because if you don't stir it, it's gonna get lumpy. And like I said before, no one have time for lumpy grits. And the thing I love about this too, I can eat it as farina as well. The only difference is that I don't add salt, I add sugar, and I add butter. And I don't add cheese. So yes, this is like, you get 2 for 1. You get 2 for 1 with this. Yes, 2 for 1, because you know, you get grits and you get farina. Depends on how you make it. So yeah, this is how I make my grits. So when I'm saying I'm making brown rice cheese grits, this is it right here. I don't know, for some reason I've been stirring this grits extra. I was giving it extra stir, you know. Yeah, so some people will say, girl, you doing too much. But you're not. You're just making sure it don't stick to the pot, you know. But at this point, you don't have to stir it no more. But I'm stirring it, of course, because it's past the, you know, getting clumpy and lumpy stage. So you're actually safe here. But I don't know. I just felt like giving it extra TLC. And if you wanted to I love my grits thick, you know, thick, you know. How they say, thick thighs save lives? Nah, but I love my grits thick, you know. But if you want it thinner, you can add a little bit more milk to it. I preferably I add 1.5 cup of water and 1/2 cup of milk, you know, and a handful of cheese, you know. But yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all like, you know, my tutorial on how to make brown rice cheese grits. The cheese and the milk make it creamy. I'm telling y'all. If you don't have cheese, if you don't have milk, this will not come out great. All right, y'all. Thanks, y'all. See y'all in the next video.